Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new Sims 4 video, and as you can probably tell by today's title, we are going to be doing my current household for January. Now you might be able to tell that the sim before us is the one and only Marjorie, who is now a young adult. And as you can probably tell by the background, has her own little family. So without further ado, let's just explore and get into it. So if I untab myself and put the walls down, that would be helpful. The first thing you can probably tell is that we're living in an apartment versus a house. I haven't lived in an apartment in a very long time. I always normally use apartments as like the base and then I move them out to a house. But actually, I've kind of kept them in the apartment, although granted I kind of do want them to move out. We'll get into it anyway. You could probably see Marjorie's little family down here, and I will get into that, but I always feel like it's a good place to start by kind of updating you on what happened last time. She is literally farting right now. What a queen, honestly. Anyway, I will kind of explain to you what happened between December and now, and then I'll update you on like what's going on now sort of thing. So I've just jumped into the family tree because if you guys will remember, we had Eloise and we had Alec, and I'm gonna be honest, Alec was kind of one of my least favourite guys that I've had for like my Sims. I don't know why, but he just was. Eloise and Alec kind of had this quote unquote perfect relationship for a really long time until Alec cheated on Eloise with, hang on, just you wait, Father Winter. Yeah, he literally cheated on her at Christmas with Father Winter. Oh, what a moment. So they kind of separated for like a couple of days. And this was after Dorothea moved out, by the way, because I believe in the last episode, Dorothea was about to age up. She aged up, I moved her out, and then that's when the affair kind of happened. And so this was kind of when Marjorie was about a teenager, which was very interesting. So in terms of Dorothea, she is in the music like entertainer career sort of thing. I don't think she's got a promotion for a long time. She adopted her son Peter kind of earlier on to moving out, and then I don't know, I think Tiffany actually happened as a result of like a proper relationship. Apparently Peter has a child, which I did not know, so that's interesting. Okay, anyway, I mean actually I bet Dorothea now is an adult because there is quite a big age gap between them. This is where it gets a little bit more interesting, is that Eloise had another child, and I don't particularly know how this happened because I didn't get like a try through a baby notification pop up or anything like that. So they ended up having a third daughter named Kelsey, but I wasn't playing at the time that Kelsey was born, and I think she's actually around the same age as our own child, because if I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Eloise was pregnant either at the same time Dorothea was or the same time Marjorie was. Like it was a bit odd, gonna be honest, a bit weird. Anyway, so in terms of Eloise is still alive. You might have just seen that Alec is dead. He died of old age, so it's not like he died in a bad way. I didn't bump him off, guys, or anything like that. He did naturally just die. Henry's still alive, and he's married. I did not know that, but yeah, he's married. Then Margot died of old age, because I remember there being quite a big age gap as well. So there you go. So yeah, I mean, I can't actually remember where Dorothea lives now. I think she lives in Dalsall Valley. I haven't really done up her home, so she's probably living in such an inadequate house for what she needs, bless her. But yeah, so in terms of Marjorie, I think I said to you guys in the last, I keep calling it episode, but the last video, the last current household, that I kind of thought I would have her go into the interior designer career, Marjorie that is. So I gave her very creative traits. She did really well in high school. She graduated early. I had her go to university. So she ended up getting, I think it was with honours, and I think it was art history, or I can't remember if it was art. I'll go into it. I think it was art history. When she graduated, I did have her try the interior designer career. I'm gonna be honest, I only played with it for a couple of days. I found it really tedious, and I also kind of found that like I didn't love the fact that every single time I was in build mode, it's like time didn't work, if that made sense. So like your work day kind of took forever, it kind of felt like. It just made it a bit longer, and I was like, I don't think this is the career for me. No offense, it just felt like a bit it felt like too much work. It felt like too much work. And I was like, I can't bothered with this. So I swapped careers for Marjorie, and she is now in the like art critic career, because it was naturally one of the careers that she had an upgrade with because of her university degree. So Marjorie moved to this apartment, and I'm trying to remember because Marjorie was a child in the last one. So as a teen, we were with this man called Jason. I'm assuming that's how you say his name. And we were with him from being, as you can tell, because I actually put effort into him. We were together as teenagers and then young adults. And then, I don't know if anybody else is finding this in their games at the minute, but I'm finding it that sometimes, ever so randomly, my Sims that have like a really high romantic relationship will just suddenly like fight with each other. And I'm like, oh. And that kind of happened with them, except I'm pretty sure he was like actually mean to us, like he had a mean interaction, and I was like, I don't want to be with somebody that's mean to us, and he just wasn't really reciprocating. Oh my god, he's now married. I mean, so are we, so like, fair enough. Yeah, I've adjusted my MC Commander settings, and I think they are actually working a lot better for story progression. Anyway, yeah, so we were with him for a really long time. We broke up with him, and it was funny because I was going to have him move in, and then obviously he started acting like that, so I had us break up. I need to really sort out this garden. This poor garden. Anyway, so it turns out I just filmed a whole section. I keep doing this at the minute. I filmed a whole section and it's not recorded. So this is our lovely little wife. This is Jada, and she is honestly so cute. I will show, I might go into Create Sim to be there. Jada is really lovely. We met kind of at the, I think it's Spice Festival. I don't know. It was either that or, it was definitely a festival down here though. And they kind of met like down here. They hit it off straight away. They were attracted to each other, and yeah, they kind of very quickly moved it. Well, I actually would say not that quickly, but yeah, they got into a relationship. They moved in together, and they actually got engaged. Now, I kind of said that I wasn't really sure what direction Marjorie would go into. Like, I wasn't sure whether or not she would get engaged, get married, that sort of thing. But I actually felt like, I don't know, I felt like when Marjorie met Jada, kind of, it did change a little bit for her, because actually she didn't even want kids for a really long time, but I think she's neutral about having them right now. Which brings me on to the little one that we have right here. So obviously so Marjorie was the one that carried Alfred, and they had him through IVF. I can't actually remember who we did use as the sperm donor, so I have no idea what he's going to look like, bless him, when he's older, but we'll see. I guess the other thing to say, because up until this point, for this like generations quote unquote like let's play that I'm kind of doing, not generations, like a legacy challenge I guess, but not a challenge, just gameplay, I've had only female Sims, but I really don't think Marjorie and Jada are like, they are family orientated, but I don't think they're gonna be like having loads of kids. I think they very much imagine staying in this apartment, having just the one, which means we are going to have a male heir, which I've not had before, but I do kind of have like, I have two different directions I want to go in, so we'll see. But yeah, so that'll be interesting. Like I said, I've not played with a male heir in a long time, so that should be good. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to see how their life works out, because half of my sons end up having like another child like near the end of their line, but we'll see. They might end up having another, but my plan at least is just to have Alfred, which will be interesting. So I just want to go over Marjorie's traits a little bit, because last time you would have seen her, she was a child, so this will probably have changed a lot. So she's neat, generous, romantic, family orientated, and creative. She's got a few different, what do you call these, like traits, like reward traits, there we go, from just different aspirations. She interestingly does have low self-esteem, which most of my Sims have high self-esteem, but I think it was because Alec actually did quite a lot of mean interactions towards Marjorie, which is quite sad. So yeah, I think that's why that's happened. She is level 9 now in the arts critic career. She literally just got a promotion, and her skills are fairly good. They're a little bit all over the place, but they'll probably just continue getting better, I guess. She is only like halfway through young adulthood, so we've still got a while to play with her yet, as we all know. But yeah, I'm kind of interested to see what happens with Alfred. I do call him Alfie for short because I don't know. I like it. I was saying this to my mum yesterday. I like a name with a nickname, guys. If there's one thing about this legacy challenge, is that it's taught me I like a name with a nickname. Anyway, but yeah, so they're living in this apartment. It's the Needs TLC one. Ironically, it's the same one that I renovated a couple of weeks ago. I did very similar things, you'll notice, but I did like kind of do a different layout, I guess, to the one that I did a few weeks ago. But yeah, I like this apartment a lot. It's nice, but I do feel like they will move out of it. We do have a lot of money, which has kind of just happened because they're both painters. So I feel like it's happened because of that. Like, they could just easily earn money. Money's not really been an issue. I also find with legacy challenges anyway, it's kind of hard to do a rags to riches sort of thing, to be honest with you, because they already have a lot of skills and whatever. So yeah, to go to Jada's a painter. She's actually level 6, which is not that bad at all. I didn't know that she was that high. She is an art lover, family orientated, clumsy and romantic, which is pretty cool. She's got some random skills as well, but she's doing fairly okay, given that she's still a kind of newish sim. I mean, lots of my sims do know lots of other people. I'm trying to think, is there something that I'm missing? Oh, I should probably look at her degree. What was her degree? Here we go. Art history. Yeah, I thought it was art history. We're actually level 2 with the celebrity. We have pristine reputation. I am just going to go into her milestones though, because I want to see if there is anything that I'm missing. She was a pretty clever child. I have no idea whether I'm going to be able to replicate that with Alfred. She had her first fire apparently. Oh yeah, our fireplace lit on fire. That's why. She had a nightmare. I don't remember that one, but she did apparently. Oh, and then, that must have been when she was younger. I'm like, huh. Yeah, that must have been when she was younger. She kind of just went through all of the phases, really. She's not done anything too out of the ordinary, I don't think. That was when she ended a relationship. She made a best friend, although that's kind of sad. Yeah, so she's kind of did all the very normal things. I feel like she's lived a bit of a different life to my previous sims. I feel like with my other generations, I've kind of rushed into them getting married and having kids. I feel like I've kind of let Marjorie ease into that sort of thing a lot more, if I'm being honest. And I feel like we will have a bit of a different life with Marjorie. But yeah, there's not really a lot to show you because you've kind of gotten a look at the apartment and all the rest of it. Yeah, just because I don't know if I've given a good enough look, this is what Marjorie looks like. I love this hair. I think it might be the Sims Trouble hair. Oh no, it's Clumsy Alien. I love this hair. It's really nice. I like her look. And then this is Jada. I wanted to give Jada the curls because I just feel like she looked so pretty with the curls. Yeah, she's so cute. I actually really like Jada's style as well. And then, like I said, this is what Alfred looks like. I can't remember, like I said, who his dad is, but he is a little blondie, so that's interesting. There's not a lot else for me to say. I normally talk a little bit about my direction for, like, the next gen, but I feel like with Alfie, we're still very new, I guess. Like, he is literally a baby. He's an infant. So I kind of feel like his journey is just starting to begin. But yeah, I think that kind of concludes everything. I can't think of much else to say, really. I just want to thank you guys ever so much for watching my current household for January. It's a little bit of a shorter one, I feel like, but I also feel like not that much has changed because I kind of played it, I would say a moderate amount. I haven't played it like loads and loads, but I've played it a little bit. Anyway, I'm really excited to see what happens in Marjorie's life. And it'll be interesting to see because I'm not sure at what point I'll be at February because I've got quite a lot going on, so I don't know if I'll be able to play as much. So it might be that we are still playing with Marjorie and Alfred at that point. Maybe just Alfred's a teenager or something, who knows. But yeah, I hope you guys had enjoyed the video, like I was saying. If you have, feel free to leave a like, go subscribe if you haven't already, go leave a lovely comment. What are your favourite storylines to do within The Sims 4? I always get curious and I always say it for my legacy, just because I always find legacies slightly hard, I guess. Sometimes it gets a little stale, so let me know your favourite tropes. Anyway, I hope to see you all next time. Bye everyone.